morning, class.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
We are fine.
So this is from grade 10, Purple.
Yes.
How do you feel about purple? What does it mean to you to be in purple and not red or yellow? Yes? Purple is the best class. What have you enjoyed so far since you came? What have you enjoyed? Yes?
Our class teacher.
Your class teacher?
Yes.
He's good. What does he do for you or she? Huh? Puzzler. Oh, it's a pastor.
Yes.
What about if I'm a Muslim? Would I be enjoying?
Yes.
But then if I'm a Muslim, I wouldn't want to be preached to. I would want a session in a mosque and they don't preach. Yes? Or we don't have a Muslim in here. No, it's not necessary that when you have that you are Muslim. When you have that you can be in another doctrination that is not necessarily Muslim. But anyway, if you're enjoying it, it's okay, because transition from one level to another is something that is actually challenging. And therefore, if you're enjoying that, is better. How many weeks have you been here? 3?
Yes.
How comes? I thought there are 2. Someone has been here for 2 days, another one 3 weeks, another one 4.
No,
I don't think there are 4.
last week, 4 weeks.
2 weeks. Okay. Have you been able to collect the English from a grade 10 books from the library?
No,
Why?
only story.
Only storybooks. Yes. Who is your secretary in the class? I think during some time, I don't know whether it's near games or break time, you can go talk to the librarian. You see how many books you will be given for the class. It's unfortunate they have not brought enough books, but they have brought some at least. And I don't know, what were you learning in grade 9? In English, that is. Poetry. Poetry was it under language or under literature? Literature. So you learned grammar. What else? Yes? You learned? Play. Play is under literature. So under language, what else? Apart from grammar. Yeah? Speaking. You could speak. So the teacher made you to speak in class, maybe? Did you do something to do with listening?
Yes.
How are you doing it? They could read maybe a comprehension as you listen, then answer questions.
Yes.
What about playing an audio on maybe a radio or something?
Yes.
They did? No.
Yes.
But in some schools, they are supposed to do that. If you look at the syllabus, it's supposed to actually, thank you. So actually it's supposed to have that. So what we are going to cover here in grade 10, because we have 9 units the entire year, you're going to take 9 units in English. The first one will be on listening and speaking. The second will be on speaking. Listening and speaking is the first, but it's already, right? Come in. Then you will be doing reading. Have you been doing reading in primary?
Yes.
Is it now primary or junior secondary? You know these systems, when they change, they are so confusing. It is junior school. They said at some point it's not secondary, it's junior school. So you are doing reading of storybooks? Passages? No. Even in exams? Then you did something to do with writing. Yes. What were you writing? Composition. What kind of compositions were there? Speeches, letters, apology letters, application letters, friendly. Yeah, because generally you are the first people to go through this kind of syllabus or rather system, and so you'll find a lot of confusion happening around. In fact, your books, unlike the previous system, just have activities. I don't know even why we are sitting like this. I expected that we should be sitting in a different setting, a kind of group or partner thing. Because actually when this system was brought, Professor Magoha took it from America. I have had a privilege to actually be teaching a lot on American students online. And therefore, when you are teaching, they are supposed to sit in circles, like 6 in groups. They are not supposed to sit like this. So I'm just confused already with our sitting. Another unfortunate bit is that our class is supposed to have ICT. Because one thing, most of these things are supposed to be supported by listening or something to do with what we can watch. Actually, because they realize that all students do not gain from listening to a person talking to them. They are supposed to enhance themselves in a group. They are supposed to be paying attention to something like a projector playing. They are supposed to listen to an audio. But now we are here and the school does not have, apart from the one projector the school has, we don't have more. So what do we do? What do we do? We go to the neighboring school. The neighboring school is Bikeke Boys. It doesn't also have that. Yeah? So, I like what she's saying. She's saying we improvise, right? So some of us will be the audio. I'll be giving you that text. You read that comprehension that we are supposed to read, as the rest listen. Sometimes during the lesson, make you sit as partners or in groups, and you pay very careful attention. Then as we listen, later on we answer questions. When it comes to reading, sometimes I'll be reading, sometimes you'll be reading it. Because we cannot wait. Even if we wait, maybe we'll be, I don't know how many of you have read the book known as Waiting for Godot. You will wait until you wait and wait and wait. So we don't want to keep waiting. Luckily, you people read a lot of books. I actually had the privilege to write the analysis of those books you did in primary. Becker's Misfortune. There was another one, Strange Happenings. There was another one known as what? There was the last laugh. That is a play. Yeah, Bridges Without Rivers and other short stories. Then we had this other one. Yeah. Daughters of Nature is that is a poetry book. There was another Memories, a poetry book, because we have 2 poetry books, 2 plays, and we had so many other books. And people have bought across the country, and of course some said they really gained from it, then they are keeping, doing the same. I'm also writing a grade 10 book, but a revision kind of. So, I think we are good to go. We will try as much as we can. Being the first people is not easy. I have a son actually who was through that system, and that's why I was able to follow. And now he's at St. Joseph Boys. So we hope for the best for you people, because being the first people to go through this, it may be kind of experimental. But maybe you'll be lucky enough, because when you are the first, sometimes you can be firstborn even in the home. You get all that is supposed to be done, and you experiment a lot. Your parents are trying. They are not so sure, but they are trying, right? Yeah. So welcome. This is Madam Mutwenje. Don't call me any other name. I'm Madam Mutwenje. If you can, please call me Priska, Madam Priska. Don't call me any other name, because sometimes it's very frustrating when somebody calls you a name that is not yours. So Madam Twenje or Madam Priska, and I'm taking you through English up to the time that God will decide that we part. So looking at our syllabus, we are supposed to start with etiquette. Have you ever heard of that word?
Yes.
Etiquette. I normally record my lessons, so I'll be requiring some person to hold this for whatever purpose. Just hold this sometimes when I'm writing on board. You show that, you show the other side. So our unit 1 is about etiquette. I hope all of you have exercise books for that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we proceed with this. And you said you heard about etiquette. What do you think etiquette is? What is etiquette? Because I know it is under, I don't know whether it's in grade 8. I saw it somewhere there. Etiquette, what is that? What animal is that? Yes? Anyone? Anyone who can share? Etiquette in simple words, what is that? Yes. Let's appreciate her. Good morals. Good morals. Of course, the society has expectations of us, right?
Yes.
And that is where social interaction comes. When you're interacting with people, you are going to hotels, you are sitting on table to eat, you are in the house, you are interacting with your teachers, in people in church, in the mosque, or wherever you are, the expectations that people have about us. Like when you go to the staff room, there is something people will expect you to do before you go in. When you go in, there is something someone will expect you to do before you talk to them, right?
Yes.
Even in class as it is. When you come in as a new student, there is expectation about you who are in class, how to treat that person, and you who is coming, how to behave around the rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so all that is what adds up to the etiquette, the good manners, and they are very broad. We have etiquette on phone, we have etiquette of eating, we have etiquette of hotel, etiquette in the dorm, and wherever. We cannot teach all of them, but we can teach some of them. And of course, what I've seen through the syllabus, we are supposed to teach etiquette on phone. We are supposed to teach etiquette on the table when you are eating. We are supposed to teach etiquette in a hotel. For example, when you go to hotels, what is expected of us? We are also supposed to know the social interaction and the words to use. And I'm glad. I think at grade 9 you learned the phrases to use, right? It was the first topic, if I'm not wrong. So I'm going to read a small reading here. It is supposed to be on audio, but now that we don't have it yet, let's try and see whether we'll finish. Just try as much as possible to pay attention. I may not be perfect, but I'm trying what I can. And being the first time we're interacting, it's only in teacher's copy. Even when you get to a learner's copy which looks like this, it will not have it. But this one will only have the questions. So I'm urging you to pay attention, and then we'll try to answer questions. Because the first area of this, we are told about strands. It's about attentive listening. Extensive listening. We are going to listen to a story known as A Treat Gone Awry. That is the story you are going to listen to. Now, whenever you are listening to a story, I don't know why there's a lot of noise. Whenever we are listening to a story, we are supposed to take notes, right? Yes. There are things that can attract our attention. For example, the people they mention, what these people do, the event that is going on, how the event was, and maybe how people related, and then how the event ended. So please listen to this and note whatever you can. Maybe like names of people, names of places. You also note the event that is going on. And then from this title, you can actually try to guess what do they want to tell us, okay? Yeah. So let me start by reading this. The noise outside is only about partly an obstruction. Okay, so the story goes, a tweet gone Ori. One day during holidays, Wesley requested his parents to allow him to go out with his friend Zero. His parents did not object. One day during the holidays, Wesley requested his parents to allow him to go out with his friend Zero. His parents did not object. Yes, you may go out with your friend. You have been working hard and deserve a break, Wesley's father said. Thank you, I have some money and I would like to buy him lunch at the new restaurant. Is it the money you received from the sale of your rabbits? His mother asked. Yes, you remember I sold 4 of them? I'm feeling quite rich, Wesley said. That's all right, but don't spend all of it, his father said. I won't. In fact, I have already deposited some in my junior saving account. That's true. I accompanied him to the bank 2 days ago, his mother confirmed. A few minutes later, Zero arrived, and after exchanging greetings with Wesley and his parents, the 2 friends left. The Lakeview restaurant was their destination. They had heard that it served sumptuous meals. It was only 3 kilometers away, and since they had a bicycle, it took only 15 minutes to get there. On arrival, they headed straight to the restaurant. Good morning and welcome, a waiter greeted them. Good morning, Wesley said. Thank you for receiving us so well. The waiter gave them the menu. Thank you for receiving us so well, Wesley said again. He gave them a time to study it and select what they desired to eat. Fish fillet and chips for me, Wesley said. Chicken stew and chapati for me, Zero said. Drinks? The waiter inquired. Orange juice, the 2 customers said in unison. They told each other stories as they waited for the meal to be prepared. Music was playing in the background. The 2 friends were happy that they had an opportunity to spend time together. The meal was superb. The service was exquisite. Everything was smoothly, almost. However, when the bill was presented, Wesley realized he had forgotten the money at home. Of course, he panicked and began wondering what would happen. Would the hotel management call the police? Would they be humiliated before other guests or be made to peel a sack of potatoes? Zero. What shall we do? I forgot the money at home. Leave me here and go for the money. They don't have to know. That's a brilliant idea, Wesley said and left. In the meantime, Zero ordered a chicken pie and another glass of juice. He wanted to make sure that the hotel staff would not suspect that something was amiss. However, that decision nearly led to a crisis. Wesley returned with the exact money indicated in the bill. Obviously, Zero should not have incurred more expenses. Fortunately, when Wesley explained what had happened, the manager seemed to understand. I'll allow you to go provided you promise to bring the money later. Thank you, sir, Wesley said. I'll bring the money in a short while. Just at the moment, one of the boys' teachers walked in. On seeing them with the manager, he sought to know what was going on. To everybody's relief, the teacher paid what the boys owed. How can we thank you enough, sir? They said. You are very kind. After listening to the story, ask the learners to answer the following provided questions. So I've read the story. I'm supposed to ask you some questions. Unfortunately, time is up. But I'll ask them a bit quick. So please let me rush through. I'm sorry to rush because I'm not supposed to do that. So the questions are in your book. Question 1. Which characters are mentioned in this story? Hey, good. That's good signal, yeah? 0. Mweseli, good. Yeah? Mweseli's father, yes. Mweseli's mother, yes. The waiter, yes. The teacher, yes. The manager. Do you have another? Let's clap for ourselves. That's very good. You are very good listeners. I can really appreciate where you came from. They did a lot of work. Question 2. Where did the two friends go for lunch? Yes. She said at the restaurant she's got it a bit, but that's approaching expectation. We want EE. The Lakeview restaurant. Can we clap for her? Question 3. Why did Mweseli panic? Why did Mweseli panic? Let me pick at the back, yes. Because they have forgotten the money. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah, let's appreciate her. Question D. Did the key events, describe the key events in this story. What are the key events? We can mention very fast. The key events. The key events. Yeah. Da? Da? Just say it. The panic. Yeah. Yeah. Mweseli asking for permission to go out with 0. 2. Yes. Yeah, it is there also, though it comes later. Another event. Yes.
0 arriving at Mercedes.
Yeah.
Mercedes place.
Their problem to the manager.
Same.
The music playing as they serve the food or make orders.
0 arriving to Mercedes place.
0 arriving at Mweseli's compound. Another key one. Yes. The right one. The restaurant. Though that one is not key, right? The arrival is enough. Yes. Mweseli? Depositing money. Though that one of just a mentioned idea, right?
She coming metro.
The question is supposed to be, maybe you'll research on that. Describe the character trait of Mweseli, 0, and their teacher. You know how to describe a character?
Yes.
Yeah, so write somewhere so that you'll describe for me. We'll come back tomorrow and we share. Describe the character trait of Mweseli, 0, and their teacher. Then the last question is supposed to be, now we will be in groups. People will be retelling that story in terms. One person begins with, like this group will be 6. One part of the story, maybe the first event, the second event, the third event, the fourth, 6, like that up to the end. Whatever will end, whether it's here, you practice on that and then see what you can remember to retell, okay?
Yes.
Yeah, then the second activity is supposed to be one of you to be 0, the other one to ask questions such as, what did you feel when Mweseli told you that we had forgotten to carry money? And many, many others. That one we'll do together. So our lesson has been short because it was actually rushed, but I appreciate your presence and also your participation. Keep it up. right? Yeah, so remember to pick the books, okay? Yeah, so see you later. Okay. Please get away here so that I can pass. All right, so thank you all of you for actually watching as I was having the first experience with my grade 10 students in the first lesson. I really appreciate your presence. I saw Aslan from Malaysia, Witty Motivation from India, and there was Kelly Sharp automatically watches me. So thank you so much. And Adios, of course, that was the first experience. I just wanted to experiment and see how it is. Bye bye for now. Meet later.